this, my blood was already boiling, but it's not about me. Let me hear your thoughts. So it says, I asked my wife to take out a 35K car for me in her name because I have bad credit and she refused to. It was something I really wanted, so I asked a friend of mine who happens to be a female to take the car out for me. My wife learned about this, got upset, threatening to end the marriage if I didn't return the car. Was I in the wrong? Now, a lot of people that know me will probably know what my opinion.
See, you have to play that.
But the question is asking us, yeah, what would you do if...
Ooh, baby, listen, hey, welcome to Little Black Book 91. Little Black Book, you know what time it is. Listen, this episode was a madness, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to do a 2-part drop. I'll do the next part maybe later on tonight or tomorrow because there's more I need to get through, right? But this episode, this conversation, wild. If you're not watching Bkchat, make sure you go and follow them on YouTube, Bkchat Ldn. This conversation was wild because actually it got me thinking about the ways that people are answering the question and the profiles that they've built around why they answer questions in the way they've built, right? And the next episode, I'll drop more specific on specific people that answered questions. I've done my notes on that. But this question is simply this. And as your favorite, relationship coach who likes to talk about deep things, the question I'm asking is about whether, a brother wanted to ask his wife to, support a 35K credit loan for a car. The wife said no. And the reason why he couldn't do it himself because his credit was bad. He then goes to a female friend, and the female friend then opens up a line of credit for him so that he can end up getting that car. And the wife threatens to say, take that car back, otherwise this relationship is over. Who's right, who's wrong? Let me just say this first and foremost. This conversation is a very wild one. I'll play a bit more of the clip. We can have a more discussion in a second or two.
He asks his friend to do it, they're never female.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind, but it's not me.
I would be mad.
I understand, I get her point, I get why she would be frustrated. However, I have a male best friend, I'll do it for him. I don't see the problem.
That's what she said now, and then obviously she got a situation. All right, cool. So let me break this down real quick for you, okay? Now, the issue that we have at this particular time and point, all right, is that I had a bunch of questions. Let me tell you, I've got 11 questions I need to ask this thing, right? I've got 11 questions I need to ask. Number 1, why are you failing your credit? Number 2, I've got more than 11 questions. I'm lying. If you got it, why are you asking someone else to help you? Like if you have good credit, you wouldn't be asking someone to help you. So the key question comes back to, why is your credit bad? What happened? Okay. Number 2, why are you not buying a cheaper car for cash? Right? Economically doesn't even sound right. Okay. Number 3. Your wife is your teammate, which is context. So why is she learning? Because the question was saying that she came into knowing or something like that. There was a word that was used, not like you told her, but almost as if she found out some way about the situation. And so I'm asking the question, why was she blindsided by the situation? Why is your partner not knowing that you're going to go to your friend and get this line of credit out? That for me is a violation. Number 4, why did you go to a female friend and not your boys? Right? Why did you go to a female friend? Sorry, I shouldn't even say that. Why did you go to a woman friend, your girlfriend, right? Your friend that's a girl. Why didn't you go to one of your boys? Okay? Is it because they know that they're not going to do that 35K? More than likely, because I'm not about to sign out on a 35K loan that I'm going to be paying for if you default. Okay? Next question is, what's that role of that friend, of that woman who's a friend in your life? What's the role? What's her role in your life? Why is she willing to finance 35K? Now, of course, the question is predicated because we all have a bias, because we're operating on a level of financial limitations. If somebody was a millionaire, would we be having this conversation? Probably not. It might be a little bit different. If you know what I mean, because the money is not so much, maybe, right? They might have a different conversation. I don't know. I'm not there. So, I asked this question as well. Why did your wife say no to you? Is it because of poor credit, or is it because actually not only has you got poor credit, you got poor money management? Maybe she doesn't trust you already. What's going on in the relationship at the current moment in time? Where are you guys emotionally and mentally, as well as a question? I had to ask that question. Right? That's another question that has to be asked. And question number 7 is, the wife is threatening to leave. Is this the first time that you've done something with money and that's why she's threatening to leave? Or is this her manipulation, as in how to force you into making a decision? So if this is the first time, I'm going to have to ask the question, why is it that she's willing to weaponize leaving the relationship as a way of getting this car back? Why is her conflict resolution so wild? What's going on in that situation there? If it is that, and if it's been several times, we have to ask this question: why is it that you're on this place again, bad credit, and you're asking your wife this situation when you've been in this situation a few times? Why are we not doing better in that space? Another question, number 8. Is his wife vexed about the betrayal, or are they vexed about the boundaries that they are scared will be broken by the other woman? Right? Are they already projecting that they think the other woman is not being faithful, or will not be faithful, or will cause her man to cheat? Is that what we're saying? Right? Is that what she's really feeling? Rather than it being about the actual loan. Had he got a loan from his boy, would she be still the same way she acting right now? These are questions I need to ask. Number 9, why is a woman giving you a line of credit? I think I kind of said that. Why is she so comfy doing that? Right? So why is she so comfy doing that? What's her financial status? Does she not have a man? Okay. All right. Does she not have a man? Is she not a wife to somebody else? Okay. That's the question I want to ask. Why is she just giving you this kind of money? Okay. Number 10, has your friend, number 10, what if your boy doesn't? What if? Sorry, your boy. What if the gentleman in question who's asking his friend to take a 35k loan? What if he defaults on the payment? Have they had a discussion about what would happen? I mean, if he's already got bad credit, maybe he doesn't pay back things on time, and that's why he's got bad credit. Maybe he's very poor with money management. So why would you trust him to take out a loan? Why would a friend trust that? Right. Number 11. And number 11 is also why didn't, and I kind of said that wrong, but why didn't he tell his wife before he took the loan out? I think that's just incredulous, right? Right? It's a violation of the boundaries in a relationship, right? Two become one. Okay, let's just have a little listen of some of the viewpoints, because I think it got a little bit interesting, and we'll talk a little bit, right? Okay.
Ever feels comfortable to take out a 35k car for my husband? First of all, you're getting fucked up. That's number one. Why do you feel comfortable to take out a car for a married man?
Because she loves him.
Because you're fucking.
No.
Okay, so there's a lot of different things. Okay, why is it like she said, why is it that the girl is comfortable with taking out a 35k loan when it comes to the situation with your man? Now, can I give my overall viewpoint of this situation, right? First and foremost, it's nuts. It's nuts for me from my level, because let me just say this now. If you're married, okay, financial, we have to talk about emotional, mental, spiritual, sexual, financially, physical, intimacy. We don't break that by inviting a third party into the relationship. Financial intimacy, where I'm sharing details of my finances with you and we are open with each other. I am breaking the boundaries of the relationship by going outside after you've expressly told me no and going to a third party to ask them to finance the situation without talking to you. I'm now just doing whatever I want to do. And whenever you start doing whatever you want to do in a relationship, just know the results are going to be do whatever you want to do. It's going to come back because you're planting seeds, and those seeds are going to germinate. So you have to be very, very careful what you do, right? Now, the reason why I said in the title that the men lost this battle, because they were trying to fight from a place I didn't know where they were fighting from. They were trying to fight from a place of, you have to support your man. What if your man is this? And I was like, hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay. I said, wait, hold on. If this is the case, if you really believe that the man, I think one of the guys, it was Dammy. I know Dammy. Yeah, he was saying, oh, if your girl should be supporting you no matter what. And King Richards also said the same thing. Your girl should support you no matter what. It's teamwork, isn't it? And it's like, well, we can't support foolishness, right? Should I follow you off the edge of a cliff and jump off? No. Now, I believe that men should lead, but I don't believe they should lead at a place where they're blind leadership, where they're leading you off the edge. You know what I'm saying to you? I don't think that's the case. I don't think there should be in that space. I think there should be some wisdom being applied. And if I chose correctly, and if I chose the right woman, then her wisdom should be something I value. If I chose the right woman, okay, all right, when I choose the right woman, then that woman, I will value her opinion, because in reality, she's trying to save me. If you listen, the lady at the very far edge on the right-hand side, Lois, really loved her mindset because it was balanced. Like, of course, and she told the truth. At some point, she's like, listen, I'm going to lie to you. I'm selfish, so I'm going to be like this. Like, she was very honest about it, and I respect people that are very honest and balanced. So yeah, no, it's interesting that to watch this situation go through. And I think what was happening is that the ladies were, I feel like, had a better argument, because what they were discussing was about the actual loan. The man them started shifting it and moving it, and it became another set of ideas. In fact, let me even play one of the clips that will show you. 30. Let me see. I'll show you a little clip of what was happening. Okay, listen to this.
Believe the guy can pay it off, or are you saying you wouldn't do it because you put yourself in a vulnerable position where you might choose to pay it off? That's my first question. Now, number two is, based on how the debate has gone, what I've come to a conclusion here. My conclusion is, I think it doesn't really matter what it is, whether it's a
This internet, boy.
phone credit, car credit, doesn't really matter. I think every relationship should have a standard principle where you don't go to any other spouse or any other female friend or male friend for to get.
You went to another chick for food.
He was doing it for jollof rice. I mean, what are you talking about?
Let me finish now.
So he actually shifted the narrative. He at the beginning he was saying like every man, every woman should follow a man's rule, and is an iron fist. He was all about that, and now suddenly he's changed his mind. Why? Because really he was lying. Let's just be honest. He's a sensible cat, and he tried to pretend he wasn't a sensible cat. And he spoke about obviously how, you know, in reality you shouldn't go outside a relationship, which is absolutely right. Now there was another conversation which I actually played the wrong clip. I do apologize. I thought I played the clip correctly, but I didn't. Let me play this clip here.
To know your this or which one is it?
This is
Now, you presented the case that's a little bit like, okay, because you said the guy can definitely handle
Like,
the
he's good for it.
repayments.
He's
Yeah,
good
he's
for it.
good for money. It's just, this is history, obviously, that's come into play. That's fine. You can take out
So
the
hear what
loan.
I'm saying now. Is it because he's good for it that you're doing it, or is it because you trust
Yeah,
him?
but even the bank wants you to know that
Because
you're
the
good for
truth
it.
be told, yeah, you could have money and be good for it, but the person that doesn't have money is just as good for it.
What? No,
without the
look
money.
what you just said. The
Why
person
are you
doesn't have money.
why are you
they good
equating
for
the
it?
thing based on money? Someone that actually has money and is good for it and it's asked you to do it is someone that is already set.
Now, as he started talking, they've added more to the conversation, added more to the scenario, right? And which is why I said there's a bunch of questions. If I'm coaching somebody, there's a bunch of questions I've got to ask first. But as he's added to it by saying, oh, the man is good for it because, you know, he's got vision, he's got a plan. Yeah, look, people can buy into plans and visions, and they can buy into your past history. If I'm somebody that's been good with money in the past, let's say, like one of the guys made an example, right? In the past, let's say a couple of years ago, I got into a situation where I was stupid with money. But you have seen me in the last few years handle money really, really well. I've got bad credit, but I've been handling money really well. Then of course my wife is going to trust my judgment better because my past history is showing actually he's better. Actually, he's in a much better place. Actually, no. He's been handling money, and I can see the evidence of him how he's handling money in a better way. So when we say it that way, the question is, why did your wife say no to 35K? Now, there are many different reasons. The lady on the far end on the left, Cookie, shout out to Cookie, man. She was going in. She let us know quite clearly there ain't no way she's gonna be taking out no loan for no man, and she's never done it, and she never will do it, right? And I think she's got her own issues that she needs to work through. I'm trying to find if I can find a clip for her that she has to work through. I think, okay. And there's the girl, there's a girl in a pink dress, which I don't know her name. She also said something which I think was quite interesting in the way she responded. And I'll try and get a clip. Actually, I've got it here. Yeah, fantastic. I want you to listen to her response because I think it's quite interesting, right?
Can you cook?
Yeah. Why are you going to? You have a mom. Do you have a mom? Go to your mom and get your mom to make your food.
Not alive. What if you don't have a mum?
You might have sisters. You've got aunties. I'm sure you have.
So if my mum's back's hurting that day?
Why are you going to your female friend to do that?
Okay, you can't change a tire. I go to my male friend and get
Let's
him.
go to this
Yeah, but not
clip.
35K. Get a micro and call it a day.
Can I
Get a what? Get a Renault and call it a day. Okay.
You need help. You need financial help, and you need to go and speak to a financial advisor because that's not me. And while you're speaking to a financial advisor, get a bus or a taxi because you need to suffer the consequences of your actions. I wasn't there when you did those actions, so why do I need to suffer with you?
But the question.
See, if we're talking about marriage, and I know you heard it, you didn't actually see it. I do apologize. I know you heard it, but you didn't see it. If you're talking about marriage, you are a team. You are together, right? But the reality of the situation is sometimes we make decisions that are going to influence the whole team, and it's not going to be beneficial. Now, the girl in the pink dress, as she was talking, she was actually saying some bars. I'll just rewind it really quickly. What she was saying was, I don't need to suffer, right? Look at this.
Because you need to suffer the consequences of your actions. I wasn't there when you did those actions, so why do I need to suffer with you?
But the question.
Now, what's really interesting is I can take this two ways. One, I can make a judgment about her right now with limited information, which we all do. But I can take the coach role as well and say, actually, why does she think that way? Well, let me listen to what she's actually saying. And I realize actually what she's really saying is you need to be accountable for you, and I'm not going to suffer with you. Even though the question is coming from a wife perspective, which means she's going to have an individualistic mindset when it comes to finances, at least. I don't know anything else. And how she's going to see it is you have to handle it. But it also could be that the way that she read the question would have been from a perspective of actually, when I read the question, how I'm thinking about is why would you be in that position in the first place? I don't know. But just going by her answers, I'm going to be biased and I'm going to take that route. Listening to her answers, it sounded like very individualistic, and it sounded very much like, you know, that and she said it as well, like, you know, why'd I have to suffer? And then she kind of made a comment. I think she kind of like made an insult about the person, the man who would do that. And I was like, okay, this is somebody who's probably going to end up demeaning you if it doesn't go the right way. If she's not financially stable, she going to probably cuss you out a little bit, okay? And you need to be aware of that, right? Now, there's a whole bunch of other things along with this situation, but my ending position as a summary on this particular situation is this. That man who's taking out a 35K loan with his friend is breaking boundaries in his marriage. Once you consulted your wife and your wife said no, you better sit there and discuss it with her some more. You don't go outside of your relationship to then discuss it with a friend, because when you start doing that, you encourage other voices to enter your relationship. The Bible gives us an example of Adam and Eve. The reason why Adam and Eve fell from the Garden of Eden was not because of Adam and Eve, but because there was a serpent that spoke to them that then made them want to eat the apple from the tree, or the fruit from the tree. See, when you allow other voices into a relationship that have too much weight, and people do stuff like this where they break open the boundaries, because the Bible says that Adam was right next to Eve. He allowed the woman to speak to the snake. See, so if your wife is stupid, she'll allow you to speak to the snake. But if your wife can see, hey, actually, can I be honest with you? 35K, baby, you don't need it right now, right? Your credit's bad. 35K, maybe not good it's not good for us right now, okay? Or unless she goes, obviously the woman rejected it. You know, that you need to have further conversations as to why this 35K is so important. Is there a business plan? Is there a vision? Is there are we going somewhere? Let me know so that I can adjust. If not, we're wasting our time. Right, but I'll do more in part 2, and I'll talk a little bit more about this. But let me let you know your thoughts down below, because we had a whole beef of Abigail Asante and this girl in pink dress, which was wild to me. I can address that later on. Much love, much appreciation. We'll see you guys soon. And also, don't forget as well, guys, we are doing coaching. Please, if you want to, my diary is getting booked up really, really quick. So please, if you want to book in with myself, you can do. Click on the description box. We talk about relationships, whether you're single, married, divorced. I want to let you know, listen, we're here to help you, but we deal with a root issue. And that means we go all the way back to childhood and actually really start to do the work as to why you're acting the way you are now. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of uploads. We appreciate you guys.